Good morning, Hal. How are you today?
Just fine.
Today's the 19th of, or the 20th of November.
20th of November.
20th of November.
2012.
My, at 8:22 in the morning. So we are here to discuss with Hal Cowles, a member since January 1st of 1992.
Man.
That's almost 30 years, isn't it? Or 20, yeah, 20
years.
20 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time in Rotary, Hal.
Yeah.
It's a long time in Sun Lakes Rotary. And you're just turned 82 in April. Yes? No, 88.
88. Yeah.
See, I'll get it there.
Yeah.
Okay. See, we don't always get the right things. And sometimes I may edit this, sometimes I may not. Because, you know, sometimes we just have to say who we are. So, you've got the questions there. And I guess
well,
we could go through them and find out what you think. So, the idea of this is to get your impressions as to what it is that keeps you in Rotary and why you are continuing to be a Rotarian and things like that. So, if you want to read the first question or paraphrase it, that's fine with me, and then we can do the response.
okay. Well, the first one has to do with how I became a Rotarian or joined this particular club. I should point out that I was a member back in Iowa, Ames, Iowa, since 1965. So I had a
Long Rotary history.
Yeah, long history. So I just naturally turned to the club when I was searched it out when I was here, and was pleased to find that it was in its early stages, but it was here, and so I immediately joined when I.
Well, they had been in existence just a little over 5 years at that point. Yeah.
Right.
Wow. How many? Do you remember what the size of the club was in those days?
No, I don't. But it was I would guess is 20 to 30 people and so forth. And in the summertime, it got down to 3 or 4 around a coffee table or something.
Right.
That was about it.
Did you meet at Sun Lakes 1 or something?
No, we were meeting over at Cottonwood.
Okay.
And at that time, and we might have had at least 30 to maybe 40 at the height of the season, in the winter times.
Wow. Wow. So that was a natural step for you to come back to Rotary after all the years in Iowa.
Made it a point is moving right on in. That's right.
Did you have any offices that you held back at the other club?
No, I didn't. I had a number of committees there and so forth, and I did the same thing I've been doing here. I wrote the bulletin for quite a while.
Okay.
And I was in, as I say, a number of committees, but I never really been involved too much in the officers as far as the club goes.
Okay. That's fine. That's part of the drill of the club, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some want to, some desire to, and some are forced into it, and some say, no, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So, it's fine. What does the second one say?
Well, great opportunities for service is certainly true. And how you kind of balance the activities of the club with your own personal, professional lives. I think the main thing is just do a good job of scheduling your activities. There really isn't that demanding. I have never found, and I think just keep good track of your schedule, and you're going to get through, and the rewards in turn are so great, and it's such an enjoyable experience that you find it very, very desirable. So I found there's never any problem that way.
To fit the activities of the club in with the personal life. I think that's wonderful, and you do a lot of that.
Yeah.
What is the third item?
Let's see. The activities I've been involved with through the years. Well, as I mentioned, I obviously a number of committees involved, and taken part in, I think, 3 friendship exchanges overseas, and helped with them here when the folks come in from, I think it was France and Switzerland and South Africa.
Wow, what a nice run.
And,
Yeah.
well, I was, we had a program involving mentoring kids at the high schools here called Strive, and I ran the program at Chandler High for, I think it was 9 years.
Oh my.
We had that. Then I guess about 10 years ago, Dee was overloaded as usual with, and she was doing the bulletin here.
Right.
So I've taken over there, and I've been doing that ever since. So, and
Do you find that rewarding, or do you find that a problem?
no problem at all. I kind of enjoy it.
I mean, after the Rotary meeting is over, do you like go home and listen to your tape all over again and then jot it down?
I have a tape, and I take notes, and I usually can excuse me, I usually can get it done from the notes, the handwritten notes, and it's just I've gotten again a routine, like I suggested, that if you get a routine or do some good job of scheduling, it takes me about half a day, and then I send it off by electronically to get it printed, and then it works out.
Well, who does our printing? Do we send it to a
Postnet.
Postnet up there? Okay.
Yeah.
And then they come back and print 100 copies or whatever, and then you get them?
Yeah, I go up and pick them up, but I do send it electronically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get the pictures.
Yeah.
And
He sends the pictures to me electronically, and we have a program called Microsoft program called Publisher.
Okay.
That makes it real easy to put pictures in and adjust the spacing and so forth.
So you do that in Publisher. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, I've used Word to make our Christmas letter, and I put the pictures.
Same
in
idea as Word, only it has a few other wrinkles, but it's a Microsoft product.
Are you running XP or Vista or 7 or?
I still have XP on mine, but I don't want to give it up.
I either.
They're more advanced, but it seems to work very nicely for me. So.
One of these days we'll have to change.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I'm afraid so.
Well, that's a good. That's a monthly, a weekly thing. Weekly challenge.
Yeah.
Every
I've got
and you do that.
Yeah. Well, and over the summer, John Leonard used to it, and then John's had some trouble. So Dee did it last year, and we spent a couple sessions with her, and so she could handle Publisher a little bit, and I thought she did a beautiful job over the summer.
Yeah.
And
you go away in the summer?
Yeah, we go up to Colorado. Our kids live in the Colorado Springs area. So no one's left in Iowa. They all moved to Colorado. And so
how many children do you have?
And we have three. Three. 2 boys and a girl. And they're all in the Colorado Springs area. My assistant superintendent of schools of Woodland Park, which is a little town up out of the Springs. Mm-hmm. And the boys, both of them are in, my older son has a robotics business that he has a robotic arm that he's designed and stuff, and he sells that all over the world. And the other boy works in the computer area as well. So. And we up there and see them in the summertime.
Good idea.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Okay, well, let's see here.
Number 3.
Those are the activities we've been talking about.
Yep.
Let's see. The next ones had to do with officers. I've subbed and so forth, but I've never been any officers or the director, so we can skip down there to
Is there a reason why you just don't want to do it, or you don't have the time for it, or you do enough? Certainly, you do it with the sunrise.
I guess that's kind of been it. They just kind of stayed away from me. And as I say, when somebody got ill, I filled in for the end of a term or something like that. But I've never sought it out either. For that matter.
Well, you got enough on your plate.
Yeah.
That's for certain.
Well, here the next one describes they describe the club in your own words.
Yeah, this is important because I think we want to future Rotarians who come after you and new Rotarians who come into the club. What do you think about this club? What is it that, in your own words?
Well, the thing I noticed when I first came down here, as opposed to where I was in Ames, where I was. Ames was a very large club, very large, and we didn't really know everybody too well. It was, and I through the years I became a little more senior in the club, but even so, it was different. Here it was very small.
Hi. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be back.
Okay. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was, very small, very informal, as opposed to their club names and so forth. I think through the years, though, it's now become grown larger, and I've really been impressed. I kind of look at it as a kind of a can-do club. The projects that we have taken here, I think, have been really outstanding. With our Strive program, with our Choices program, the dictionary program. I don't remember our big club in Ames undertaking things that we have done down here. So I've been, as I say, very impressed and enjoy being in the middle of it, so to speak, as it goes along. That's kind of the way I feel about it.
Well, I think that's a great way to say it. The can-do club. I think that gives this club the do, I guess, that they can.
Most of these people that are here, they're a little bit senior, but they've all been quite successful. They know how to get things done, and so,
boy, that's for certain.
so I've been impressed with that.
I'll bet. Yeah, I have too.
Okay, that's and of course the same way when you come in, what you feel when you enter into the meeting. You just you enter. It's a kind of refreshing thing. There's energy in there. So,
Like today with the report of
the pancake.
over $14,000 or so raised.
Right.
I mean, in one day from
That's right.
6 hours.
And it's something most clubs have found it's kind of difficult to do, but in our case, it's become almost a part of the community, social part of the community.
Right. People look for it.
So,
People know when it's coming and look for it.
absolutely, yeah. Well, you look forward to getting.
And that's the way you feel when you come into the club. You look forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I wish it were a little bit later in the day, but then.
Well, I think that's our age group.
Yeah, but you have to it fits into your life here in a retirement community, so that's fine. And again, the same thing that continues to attract us to the club is the idea that there are these things, the activities, the things that are doing here. I think this is why I've stayed in it, and the fact that Rotary is such a powerful organization that it's just to be associated with it and what is being done. And the thing is, I just wouldn't want to give it up till they carry me out. So that would be fine for me.
Well, we hope that doesn't happen.
Well, let's see. What can you tell perspective of those who about maintaining club membership? Does this the reason why you stay with it? I guess.
Yes.
Well, I guess I kind of got into that. Well, I think when it gets involved, we'll certainly enjoy it. I think, and
I think that's the key word, isn't it? Getting involved.
yeah, there are plenty of places to go and have a cup of coffee or get breakfast or something like that at lunch, but you do need to get involved up to the extent that you can. So.
I think our president said it the early part of his term. What is it makes you mad? He was asked, and he said lack of participation.
Yeah.
Or lack of interest, I guess, would be another step to that.
Yeah.
And that's really the key. Do you see that as the key, being involved in Rotary?
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you have any interest at all in being a service, this idea of service above self is something, a terrific motto, and I've kind of operated on that most of my life anyway. And so it fits me fine. And this is, it's almost like you put $1 in and somebody else matches it and it's matched here, and all of a sudden a little bit of effort you put in is really multiplied.
Big time.
Yeah. So
that's right.
If you're at all interested in that type of thing, it's really a great organization. And let's see, finally, I guess the legacy.
What do you want your legacy to be in this club, Hal? I mean, certainly we can look back and say for the last X number of years, Hal was our sunriser, and we'll miss that. But, that's a big part of what you do. But, your name associated with this Rotary Club has a great history, a great legacy. Yeah. And what do you think, do you have any, what you'd like to say to those future Rotarians who look at this?
Well, I would certainly invite them to join it and take advantage of the situation. If they enter in, I'm sure they'll enjoy it. I know, as far as I'm concerned, that I hope and I feel that this service above self feeling has come through, and we've certainly given them the opportunity to take advantage of the energy, the force of Rotary. So, but I think the main thought is, you need to get involved. You don't need to get over your head or anything, but and I think that you'll find it most enjoyable.
I don't think anybody can say it any better. Thank you, Hal, for that very much.